Today we are looking at an important subject, the language of the leader. What are you leading? You will be leading men and matters. Of course, men and mind. You'll be leading the mandate of your company or of your profession. What do we do? You will be leading the mission, why we do. You'll be leading the mode, how do we do. You'll be leading the momentum, and you'll be leading the moments. The real leader is proved in the moments. So this is the topic today I'm going to tackle. And then let's look at the 7 character attributes that are already in you and how they play in the leading. Now, here is what I like to read to you about the leadership. It is a gift and it is a grace. Grace meaning it is given from above, shall we say, and it's a gift. So you're conscious that you have an endowment. You don't behave like a bull in a china shop. You don't behave like a dictator because it's a gift. Gift is to be handled with care. Gift is to be handled with pleasure, with kindness. So the grace given that we will have about our gift, not think too highly and don't think less. Don't be self-opinionated. Don't be self-dejected. That gift has a grace. That gift has a measure or a proportion. So there is a good, acceptable, and a completing point in that gift. That's where you are moving. It is a thing that is written inside you. It is almost like a testimony God has written inside you as God spoke, that you are living out daily in your life, in your vocation, in your profession, in your family, in your neighborhood, in the society, the place you hold. So that's how you should look at leadership. It's a grace given. So there are many involved in it together with you. You are either the senior most, or you might be junior, or you might be middle level. Whichever your position, there are many, but with different functions. So the gift is not for control. Gift is for function. It is service oriented. So when you are the benefactor with a skill and a gift, and they are going to be beneficiaries. So doctor is the benefactor, and patients are going to be the beneficiaries. So in every professional field. So don't think more highly of yourself. Don't think less of yourself. So the medium is called sound judgment. And if you believe God has allotted to you, then you work it out in that measure that you have been given. Many members, but functions differ. So when you work, you have to work as one, though there are many members with different functions. So we are to exercise this gift according to the proportion that is given to us. So the first character gift attribute we are looking at, I like to call it prophecy. It is about your futuristic potential. It is about the more that God has for you, and the more that others whom you are leading has from God. Can we get to the first slide? Lead. So here are some leadership styles. Just check out how your leadership style is. Lead because I pay you. Lead with an iron fist. Manipulate all to achieve your goal. Lead by flattery. Lead by personal charisma. Next one. Lead by your strong gift. Lead by dividing others. Buy up leaders made up by others. Here is the better one. Lead by investing yourself in the other for their best. So you lead by sowing the seed and then watering and nurturing and cultivating the harvest in someone else's life for their benefit. Of course, you will have a reciprocal benefit, but the real leader first thinks about their benefit. So when you are a leader that thinks about their benefit, you become a true leader, good leader, trusted leader. Then final leadership style is lead in splendid isolation. And then you say, you paint yourself into a corner, no one is following you, but you think you're a leader. You're by yourself, isolated, making pompous or gaseous statements, high five, but really no one is following you. You might be terrorizing some people though. So that is obviously not the right leadership. So here we want to see those 7 attributes, character attributes, which are a gift of God, that comes together to make you the kind of leader you should be in your field. Let's see how they play out. Yes, next slide. I have called this prophecy. This is about building a team. Leaders are builders and builders are leaders. Yes. So you don't complain about the material you get. You, a good leader, a master builder, knows to use all kinds of material in the right place. Building a building needs even a scaffolding. So the master builder knows exactly where to use the people. So prophecy is about seeing, hearing, feeling, and if you have that gift, you see, hear, feel beyond others. Foresight, insight, hindsight, a visionary ability. So this is about the next more you have for yourself, next more you have for the company, next more you have for others. That's what leadership is. If you don't have more space and time that you can offer others, they will not follow you. They might be paid by you. They are not being led by you. You see the difference? In this gifting ability, you are able to see the future growth potential. You're able to see why, what went wrong and where. Your ability to foresee or predict future trends. So actuaries is a field like that. Invest where and how. Then you hear another's heart. This is very important for leaders. You're leading men, minds, and matters. That's what you're leading. You're leading the mandate, you're leading the mission, you're leading the mode of operation, you're leading the momentum, but don't forget, you're leading the moments. Those critical moments come to the leader for him to take it up as a challenge and be the leader. So don't fear the critical moments, look forward to them. Yes. Next slide. Few more things that get a few more aspects of the prophecy speculative gift. Creative music also comes from this gift. Songwriting, seeing something and at a certain moment, there's a famous hymn called "What a Friend We Have in Jesus." That person's fiance died suddenly, and when he was at the seashore, this great famous words came to him. So that was a thing that the music was stirred up. Creative graphic or art is part of this seeing gift. You see a photograph that others not even saw. You saw a possibility of artwork in a place where the tree is all dry and looks very drought-like, but you make an art out of it. Then choreography, imagination, speculation, drama, writing, cinematography. Then, of course, research, even scientific research. I'm Dr. Lalith Mendis. My last scientific post was as head of the Department of Pharmacology in the State Medical Faculty. When I began researching my last subject of research, effect of the digital screen on child curriculum and career choices, character, then I began to understand and see and feel the things that have not been thought out before. So I have extensively written about it. If you want any clips on it, please send a WhatsApp number to +94 776 313 4800. Also, you can have my app it's cost free, Golden Nuggets from App Store or Google. Just to get in, it's very important for parents and kids to listen to these clips together. If you send me a WhatsApp message to this phone number I mentioned, +94 76 313 4800, then you can get these clips and watch with your kids, whatever their age is. There are age-relevant clips for 8-year-olds, 12-year-olds, 16-year-olds, 20-year-olds, then parents can come to a harmonious understanding of how to use the digital screen. I also see them if they need to be seen, but it's the parents who need the advice. So the flip side of this first gift and character is that you might think too big. You remember the first guiding principles was you speculate, invest, go ahead according to the proportion you are given. Some people with this speculative gift, they jump too high and they make irrational decisions. Then they get into big trouble. Having flights of fancy, impractical, grandiose schemes, start but not finish, oversensitive. Now, don't get discouraged. This is a very powerful gift. You need to see grow more next. This gift is about grow more, what's next. You have to have it for yourself. You have to lead others into it, into their space and into their time. But its flip side is that you can be oversensitive, blind about yourself, see right about others. Then you can gossip about what you see, and that won't be not good. What you know about others, what you get to know about others. Gift can be corrupted in other different ways. So this is a gift of prophecy. Now, I must mention to you that you cannot lead by the gift of prophecy alone. Prophecy, now let me define prophecy again, the speculative, innovative, seeing what others don't see ability. Some people will call it a visionary ability. Now, in these 7 character attributes, there's a gift called leadership. Now, I am giving to you the other adjunct gifts that we are going through now at the moment. So the next one, I like to see the slide, Eddie, of if you only lead by prophecy, what goes wrong? Can you get that slide for us? It's about the 7th or 8th slide. If you are only leading by prophecy, 7th or 8th slide, I think. Little more, I think. Leading only by prophecy. Think too big, flights of fantasy. So you need to find, you can't lead by this seeing gift alone. Thinking ahead only you can't lead. You have to have practical application. Okay, we'll go back to the original slide line. Second one is the diaconia gift. That is those who are servers. They are distributors. They keep nitty-gritty details in mind. They can be marketers because they basically have a distribution gift. Get to the people what they need. Get to the people what they need. It's a very important gift. They can be technical people like electricians, plumbers, where everybody has a gift that can take that person before the king. Like Dick Whittington, you remember this Dick Whittington story? The cat took that boy to the king because a bubonic plague came, and they had to, and it was a terrible time, and rats were running everywhere, and there was a famine, and they had eaten their cats and their dogs. But this boy said, I like my cat too much, I'm not going to kill the cat. And the plague came to the king's house, and bubonic plague is spread by rats. And then the king needed a rat, and Dick Whittington took his rat. And the story goes that he married his king's daughter, and he became a wealthy, famous person. But whatever that story is, those who are able to serve nitty-gritty details where others have need, but you can't lead by that gift only. Maybe that second half of my talk is too much of a drag on this. So there is a slide that says, if you try to lead by serving only, you make a small room and it is very well equipped. It's well served, but people will say, we need more space than this. Our boss is a very nice person, server, but we don't have enough room for our development in his small room, and they leave you and you get very hurt. Then the third gift I'm looking at is teacher, prophecy, innovator, diaconian server, teacher. They think and work in right and straight lines. They make and keep rules. So they have an inflexible personality. Because, teacher can't say 9 times 9 is how much, darling? He says 99. Teacher can't say your answer is close, well done. No, he can't say, she can't say that. 9 times 9 is 81. So therefore, they work in straight lines. It affects their character. Accountants, lawyers, judges, surveyors, where they keep the rules and make the lines, keep safeguards, audits, software engineers, that personality comes into this teacher category. They work in straight lines. So when things are not in straight lines or things go wrong, they may need help to adjust and how to get back on track, because they don't expect things will go wrong. They expect things must go right all the time. Things don't go right all the time. Humans are humans. So leaders have can't be just like engineers who build bridges. I should have added the engineer here, where they build bridges, and bridges are, you can't take chances in bridges. Bridges are right all the time, but human beings are not right all the time. So you need to have that flexibility. If you are a teacher-taught kind of personality. Then the fourth gift I'm looking at, beg your pardon. Yes, fourth gift I'm looking at is paraklesis. I'm using the Greek to get the understanding from the original. That means encourage. The paraklesis means coming along someone for that person's benefit. Now, a lot of people come along others because for your benefit, but here is a character trait the Good Shepherd has put into us to come along someone for that person's benefit. That's an encourager, that's a coach, that's a counselor, that's a minister running alongside, walking alongside others so that they get it right, they do better. HR people, maybe, then maybe the part of the hospitality industry. So you can see when people are into offering comfort, encouragement, that can also get morally wrong. So people with this encouraging, offering help, character, personality, need to watch their morals carefully and the relationships they get into when you begin to walk alongside others. Same issue happens with coaches and life coaches. You must not get involved beyond your professional call of involvement. You get into moral trouble. But they're very important. Paraklesis means encourager who comes alongside. So now I have gone through 4. So what do you think as you listen? What do you think is your strong point? Are you a visionary who sees ahead, or you are straight as a book and you work in straight lines as a teacher? Then what happens is those visionaries and teachers have conflict in character because they are diagonally opposite. But there has to be a leader who can put all of them together, because this is one of the problems of operational people and bookkeeping people. Operational people see the possibilities and jump at it. But the bookkeeping people have to tell them not so fast. Have you planned it properly? Have you done bottom line and top line and all that cost assessment? So we need both kinds, yes. So the leader has to have every bit of all of this so that he can manage. What does he lead? He leads men, mind, and matters. He leads mandate. He leads mission. He leads mode. How do we do this? He leads momentum and he leads the moments. Yes. Next slide. I think that's our 5th one. Wealth developers. They have money in their hand. Either they have worked hard for it, or they inherited wealth, make money to work. So their role in society, as Good Shepherd has designed society, people who have money, their role in society is to get money to work. Entrepreneurs make money a useful servant. If you have money to give liberally, you must have worked well for it. Even if you inherited wealth, one hopes parents train you to be a wise entrepreneur. Liberality with money means that you don't hoard it all for yourself. Okay, you hoard up 50%. Other 50% you invest in the work fields, creating livelihoods, creating industry. The risk, of course, but that's God's call. That's a Good Shepherd designed society like that. Those who have money provide work fields, provide work opportunities for others to earn. You get a profit? Of course, you get a profit. So you are, there's a risk factor in making your money work. There's a risk factor. You may say, I want to keep my money safe and just only invest in the money market. But that's not how God thinks. Good shepherd gets you to invest the money in a way others are provided with livelihoods, rather than hoard all your money in savings and playing the stock market and things like that, which is for your sake. But when you float the money, you get the money to work, creating livelihoods for others, you're fulfilling the Genesis mandate: be fruitful, multiply, fill your portion, and in your portion, provide others the chance to be fruitful, multiply, and steward them. So you move from success to significance. I have a very detailed talk on it. If you like to have it, please send on the clip on success and significance. Please send a WhatsApp number to +94 76 313 4800. You know, till I finished my A-level, I was an atheist. I studied at St. Thomas's College, and my brain brilliance got me to be the first in the island in the A-level examination, doing chemistry, physics, and botany and zoo. And in the Colombo medical faculty, in every exam, I became batch top. When I became first in the island, my head enlarged a lot. And I realized my brain brilliance is warping my heart to selfishness. I only wanted to accumulate knowledge and more knowledge. I did not want any human being to interact. But through a certain set of events, it changed, and I realized my brain brilliance is not making me better. That's how I got to know the Good Shepherd, who came into my life and taught me differently. I recommend him to you also. So this is the 5th category of character attribute that comes from our Good Shepherd, God our Father, the wealth developer. 6th one, the leader. He surveys the space, discerns timely investment, works with people and not merely with project. Lead the growth and gift of all others. Plan, manage, administer. One who goes ahead, pioneer, visionary, needs foresight. He takes a clear call ahead so that others can follow. He must have insight, hindsight, and that's part of that nature of knowing the next. Knowing the next. Leader must know the next. I'll come to this in the next line of considerations. The final gift, the 7th one, is mercy. And people with mercy must be cheerful, otherwise they go under the sorrows of people. The world needs mercy, and we are told, blessed are the merciful, for they shall be shown mercy. So whenever a situation is not going well, try mercy, because mercy triumphs over justice is what God has said. What does that mean? Justice is good. Justice is good. But when justice is failing, try mercy. The law may fail, but God takes up mercy. So when the crucifixion happened, he mercifully took up all casus belli, causes of war in our life, and he paid it and transferred the dividends to us. That is what mercy is. You take the flak for another. So leader has to own not only the success, leader has to own the failures. So parents lead home, isn't it? And in your leadership style, you must quickly own up the failure of your children. They may be 5 years old, 25 years old. Their failures belong with you. You can't be there only when you have to clap them, when they're running first, when they're first in the exam. Good things, of course, but when they are not doing so well, own the errors. You lead people for life. I tell you again, own their errors. You lead people for life. That's the power of mercy. They never leave you. I repeat again. I repeat. Own their errors. Be part of their error reprocessing, restoring work. They will always stick with you. A leader is great when he knows redemption. Leader is great when he knows restoration. Leader is great when he knows the 4th chance, 5th chance, and 6th chance. That is the power of mercy. That's why this Good Shepherd came down to live with human beings To show mercy works all the time. To show mercy is powerful. Some fathers say strong men don't cry. Rubbish. The strongest man ever lived, Jesus Christ, he cried many times. So the point I'm making is mercy is absolutely necessary to make redemption work, to make creative good recovery out of failures. What do you think? Human beings succeed more or human beings fail more? I'm suggesting to you, success is about 25%, failure is about 75%. So we need more mercy than justice. If you have thought otherwise, change your thinking. I repeat, we need more mercy than justice. That's how we win the world. That's how we lead with momentum. We stop for the one who fell down, and that person is given momentum to get up and walk. Then others don't fear to work hard because they know you stop for the one. When they weaken, you stop. That's how momentum is regathered and built up. That's an important thing. So I took a little time about leading by mercy. Yes. You can't lead by mercy only. Then you tend to hope for some misery to come so that you can pour out over the trouble and show mercy. Show mercy you must. Leaders need mercy, but they cannot wait only for merciful occasions. Yes. Can we go to the slides before that? Did you lead a survey? So we did that. Did you get that thing I did into the words I sent? Trust, commit. Were you able to put it into a slide? I sent some words later. If not, I'll read it from the script. Now I want to get leaders' language. The topic today is leaders' language. Here is what I like to show what should not be and what should be in the leader's language. Trust. Leader's language, trust. Do good. So your intention is that what you do must be good for those who are following you, those who are leading you. Trust. Now I have done the 7 character attributes you got from a good shepherd. Right. If you need this slide, send me a WhatsApp number to WhatsApp message to +94 76 313 4800. Leaders' language. We lead men and matters and minds. We lead the mandate, what we do. We lead the mission, why we do. We lead the mode, how we do. And we lead the momentum and we lead the movements. Don't miss the moments. So here are the catchwords the leader has. Trust. Yes, that is like glucose to the running man. Trust. Even when that man is failing, trust him for the next time chance. Show him how to get it right. Trust. Leaders work with trust. 2, do good. In this enterprise, you must earn profit, but you must do good. Your clients will hold with you. Your workers will hold with you when they know our senior is intending to do good. 3, dwell in the place that you are placed. Hold on. Don't keep shifting. Shifting sands don't gather anything. Yes. Rolling stones gather no moss. Yeah. Shifting sands gather nothing. So you have to hold and dwell in the land allotment. I have to work with the good shepherd at this point. He has given, dwell there because you know this is where he chose you to give your best life cultivation. Dwell where you were placed. So this placement in life is a divine destiny. Many of you will agree. Where you are now, God saw it, good shepherd saw it and placed you there. If you are in doubt that you are in the best place, you'll be miserable. Yes, both my wife and I had a chance to migrate to UK in 1970 because we had a scholarship given and everything was set. But because of we wanted to stay in our country and serve the good shepherd, we stayed here and we still stay here. And We feel bright and great about it, though our country goes through problems. Dwell in the land. So there is a land allotment God has for you. In it is your life harvest. In it is your best harvest for your children. Dwell there, occupy it, and cultivate faithfulness. Next to trust is faithfulness. What are you cultivating? You're cultivating faithfulness. Fifth one, delight yourself. Of course, my script says, delight yourself in the Lord. So to be joyful in what you are doing is good for your immunity, and good for your serotonin, good for your oxytocin, good for your GABA, the three neurochemical transmitters that work on joy and empathy. Dopamine keeps you going, but without GABA, oxytocin, and serotonin, you might become a miserable dictator. Yeah, making everybody else around you miserable. So delight yourself in the Lord. So add delight to your portfolio, and He will give you the desires of your heart. Commit your way. So you are committed to what you have begun, and you appoint the good shepherd as the ruler and the governor of what you are doing. So these are some of the 7 words with which you will work. Few others I will add. Rest. Wait patiently. And what you should not do not fret, do not anger, do not envy. Just keep those 3 in mind, because those things corrode into a leader. Thank you for listening. We'll meet again. Today's talk was about the 7 character attributes that contribute to the leader's language of a leader. Thank you for listening.